Okay, good day everyone. This is Dr. Amadi here again, and today we're going to go back to the basics. Okay, the basics of Python and most other programming languages. We're going to look at data types. Data types. So basically here, I've tried to outline some of the data types, the four major data types. So we have the first one, you have the integer, you have the string, the float, and the boolean. And I'm going to explain each of them. So basically, an integer is basically a whole number, just like in mathematics. An integer is a whole number. So if for example, I write x is equal to 5, what I've said is that you can use x as 5, and 5 is an integer, so it's a kind of variable, a kind of data type. And just to give another background, one reason why we try to divide different data types is because, for example, if you're doing some mathematics and you have words in the table and you also have numbers, you cannot be combining words and numbers in mathematical equation. For example, you cannot add 5 to the name. So you have different data types, so you can work with words differently and you can work with numbers differently. Then going to the second data type, you have the string. The string is basically words and sentences. So whenever you have a word, let's say in this case, y is equal to my name. My name is Dr. Amadi. This would be a string, and strings are characterized by enclosing them in quotes. You can use single quotes or you can use double quotes. So either way, you have the string. So same thing here, and you enclose this in single quotes, it will still work the same way as this other one. So a string is basically a word or a sentence. Then the other one, floats, are basically decimals. For those who work with R programming, decimals are classified as decimals in R programming, but in Python they're called floats. So if I have, let's say, A is equal to 5.2 or 5.3, this is an example of a float. Then the final one is a boolean. So if I say x is equal to true, that's a boolean, or y is equal to false, this is another boolean as well. So just to summarize, you have 4 major types of data types. You have the integer, which are whole numbers. You have the string, which are sentences or words. You have the floats, which are decimals. And you have the boolean, which represents true or false. And these, like I said, are very important because we want to be able to work with data, with similar data. So if I want to do mathematics, I'm going to work with floats and integers. If I want to combine strings, it's called string concatenation. I know I'm going to work with strings, okay? And if I want to do some other logical processes, I'm going to work with true or false. So this is what you need to know for now, and we'll do some more videos. Thank you very much.